These Valaverse figures are interesting. I was collecting G.I. Joe figures before. I had a bunch of G.I. Joe figures before I even had two of these. I only have two of these. I say they're interesting because they do a lot of things great and some things not so great. For example, the hands are really stiff. At least mine are. I think they could have done, something different. And like you see this one, if I can show it, it doesn't peg all the way in for the focus. See, it's not pegged all the way in there. It's kind of weird. The heads are really hard to swap. Like, I feel like I'm gonna break it every time I swap the head. That's extremely tight. I mean, I know I can fix it, but I'm just reviewing this based on how it is out the box. Satisfying pop though. What else? The joints, the knee joints are really, really big, really flat there. It's kind of weird. They do pose really well though. I'll give them that. They pose extremely well. I know I have a video about drop down hips, but I think this company got it right. The drop down's there, but it's not like, so on the Joe figures, the drop down hips, they will eventually work themselves out. You'll have your figure posed, or you'll be doing a pose and the hip will just be out of place, and it's just annoying. I really like the sculpt of the pants down to the boots. These boots are really nice. One thing I say I'm like partial on it because it's hard plastic, but it still articulates really well. The torso really just, kind of shits on G.I. Joes, to be honest. These figures are, like I said, they're weird. They're in a weird position spot because I believe this guy worked for Hasbro at the time. If I'm not mistaken, he was like helping design the G.I. Joe figs, and then he like either quit or got fired, and then he made his own line. And you can totally see some of the stuff in these figures that are in the Joe figures and vice versa. Joe stuff, you can see like these were influenced by those and vice versa. So it's kind of crazy. Happy the guy branched out and did his own thing because that's fire. These are some of the only Kickstarters I've seen in a long time to come out. I know they teased a lot of Kickstarters have been popping up and people were like dumping money into them and dumping money in. Apparently one of them is a scam or was a scam, and dudes took everybody's money and hasn't made shit since like 2018. That sucks. But I remember seeing this one a long time ago, and to actually have, I didn't put in on it. I just got these off the website because they do have some in stock. But to have something you see as a Kickstarter, you don't know if it's coming out, to it actually releasing and then you getting it's a totally different ball game. These are good figures. I'm not gonna say they're not because they are. There's just little issues which I hope they iron out, going forward. These are the basic builders. I think these are like $22 a piece. They come with a bunch of hands, interchangeable heads. You got a white guy, black guy. Do they have weapons? I can't remember if they come with weapons or not. I have to put a picture up to see what you basically get. Everybody knows what these are mostly, but for the people who don't, these are the Valaverse guys, and they're pretty solid. This one is kitted out. My guy on Instagram, Gnomes Paint Shop, I bought some stuff from him. I bought some Cobra Batch from him, and he tossed in a bunch of like flex resin pieces, like this right here, the vest, and he tossed in some helmets and goggles, but I can't seem to find the baggie with them in there. But this stuff with a vest and some straps just looks like the perfect mercenary. This looks like the perfect mercenary type figure, soldier type figure, pretty much cannon fodder type of figure. These look really good. I do want to, add more vests and stuff. Like I want to get some more of these to put on this guy because it's just, with this stuff on here, it's fire. And they do have other figures in the line who have more stuff. Like a lot of their stuff is swappable. They have characters with vests, helmets, bunch of guns, and all kind of stuff. The only thing stopping me from going in on the line is dealing with these. Now I know what I'm getting into, and they're really rigid. These are really rigid pieces. The torso is hard plastic. You can hear that. These aren't hard, but this is a harder, soft plastic, if that makes sense. The knees, it took me a while to work out the knees because the joints are just really tight and they're pinless, so there's no swapping like that. But Like all in all, I'd give these like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I haven't had a fully equipped figure yet. I probably need to get one just to see what they're about, but these are solid. If you looking for some, and they have them in different colors. These come in blue, black. I think the newest ones are like tan and gray or something like that. But if you're looking for something to either go with your Cobra figures or your Joes, I'm going to say these are perfect with a vest and a holster of some sort. I believe these guns are both from Snake Eyes, but look how they fit in the hand perfectly. And then what I do like, one part that I do like is they come with these cupping hands. So like for the guns, you could just cup it there and it looks more natural. That's way more natural versus having a grip hand and sliding it on there. They come with trigger hands for both sides. You can see this is a left and a right. Trigger hands on both sides, and they both have the up-down swivel instead of the left-right swivel. Love it immensely. Like, that is something I wish Joe's would do. Get out the way. I wish the G.I. Joe line would do that. Give us, 2 sets of trigger hands, or a set of trigger hands, left and right, and then put that joint in there. Some of the early figures don't have this joint, like Roadblock desperately needs a joint like that. Especially if you're giving them big old guns to carry. But these figures get it right. The hand sets are like you get left and right hands for everything. So like the cupping hand on this one's on the right, and then this one's on the left. That's a stellar thing to do. They got it right with the hand sets. Like I said, once they go in, why am I saying like I said so much? Once they go in and tighten up some things and reevaluate some things, these will probably be like really good figures. I'm hoping they continue, because I would love to see where these go in like 2 or 3 years. But yeah, Valaverse, is it Valaverse or Valaverse? I have to look up the picture. But Valaverse Army Builders, I guess they're called. These are on their website, I believe. I have to check. I haven't checked the website in a minute. Got these on the in-stock sale from the website. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you got some of these. I want to know if you got some, how you feel about them. I've seen mixed things in the community, but I think they're solid. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.